Okay, so this is a short video I've made here just for troubleshooting. So say for example an engine won't start. So first of all, a few things we need to check is basically this engine won't start if the oil level's low. Now the oil should be basically just right up to the top there. You see nearly coming out? So that should be the oil level. So right full to the top. Check that. Next thing to check is basically is the fuel getting to the carburetor. And if we lift the machine up here on the carburetor side, you'll see two nuts. One nut that sits dead center that holds the bowl on, and then this other nut here is like a little drain nut. So if we loosen that slightly, we need a 10mm wrench. If we loosen that slightly, you should feel fuel there starting to come out. Okay, so we know the fuel is getting to the carb there. Okay, now if for example there was no fuel getting there, what I would do is just take the cap off, just put your mouth over it and pressurize it, and that'll blow the fuel down. Another thing that you can do is, you see this black wire, that black wire comes attached into this little loom with this little cover in here. It's this wire here that comes from your low oil alert system. So if for example the machine was low on oil, if you detach that from there and it starts, well then that'll tell you either the low oil alert sensor's faulty or it's low on oil. But I would say probably more, I've never ever had a faulty one of those low oil alerts, so chances are it's just low on oil. So check the oil, blow in the fuel tank, and what else to check? Coming around to the back here again, obviously you want to check that the fuel's on, but obviously the fuel won't get to the carburetor unless it's on, and that your choke's full across when you're starting, and that your throttle's fully to the left. So if you look here, there's choke on, and choke off. So those are a few little checks to do. Another thing that can be done is you can take the spark plug. Take the spark plug out, you can obviously sniff it there to see if the petrol's getting to the plug. You can actually put a little bit of fuel here into the actual, directly into the hole with, I don't know how you would do it. I have a little bottle with a tube, or you could put a little funnel, but you could either dip the spark plug actually into a little bit of fuel, which will help, or put a little bit of fuel into that plug hole and then just reassemble. But as I say, it's either one or two things in one of these engines. Either the spark plug isn't getting the spark, or the fuel isn't getting to the spark plug. So generally speaking, it's usually either there's not enough oil, which cuts off that low oil alert system, or that the fuel tank just needs a wee bit of a blow to, because it's a new engine. Sometimes they just needs a wee bit of there can be a wee blockage, and that just pushes the fuel through the carburetor. But try those little few little checks there, and I would say the machine will go no problem. It's just a matter of carrying those little checks out. Okay, thanks for listening. Cheers, bye.